Get real estate leads for free today. I know, pretty bold topic, right? Today we're talking about how to get real estate leads for free. I mean, literally, you can go out and do this today. So I made this video initially because it was something that I've received so many emails from new agents that I wanted to be able to put something together for them so they can actually start their business. Most people that I see getting in as a new agent, they have a pretty shoestring budget and they just want to really get their foot in the door and get driving right away. Then I started seeing more emails come through from existing agents that either had to downsize their business drastically or had some personal financial issues that they had to deal with. And now they have no operating budget, but they've been a real estate agent for a long time. They just want free or really cheap quality leads. And that's fine. We can work with both of you guys. So this is for really any agent that is looking to get free leads for real estate today. All right, before we get too far into this, for most of these, or at least a good chunk of these, you're going to need a form of a business card. And notice that I said a form of a business card. Personally, I don't give out paper business cards. I haven't given out business cards in almost 4 years. I use a digital business card that can be constantly updated, that is literally just so much easier on life. I also don't have to wait for stuff to show up. I can just start using it today. If you want to see what I'm using and why I love it, you can check out brettsbusinesscard.com. brettsbusinesscard.com. You can watch a whole video on what I'm using and why I love to use it. But that's not the purpose of today's video. The purpose of today's video is to get you free real estate leads, and to kick things off, we're actually going to start with something that pays you while you generate leads. Yeah, making money while you're making those leads. So today, the first one, Uber and Lyft. Yep, I know, you're gonna say, Brett, I don't wanna drive for Uber and Lyft, I wanna sell real estate. Yeah, but hear me out on this one. So when you get into an Uber or a Lyft, usually, I don't know about you, but I end up in some form of conversation with the person, the driver, talking about why I'm there. That's usually one of the first questions I get asked when I get into an Uber. It's like, hey man, why are you here? Because they're usually picking me up from the airport. Little advice for you, be that Uber driver and start talking to people about why they're there. Hang out around airports. Figure out the flight schedules and work during those busy pushes. I actually have a referral agent right now that did this to me. That's the whole reason I'm talking about this right now, because he did this to me. I had landed somewhere, it was at a private airport. I get out of the airplane, I'm walking over to my Uber, I hop in, he starts talking to me. Sure enough, he was a brand new real estate agent. And he asked why I was in town. Well, I happened to be there looking at buying rental properties. Guess who I used? My point is, it works very well if you are able to have conversations with people. The other great part about driving for Uber and Lyft, when you do this, one, you're getting paid, yes, but two, you're learning how to talk to people. You're learning how to talk to potential clients in a situation where usually you wouldn't be comfortable. But this is a situation where you can work on your personal skills and you work on your people skills and talking to people about real estate when you're in a situation like this. It works very, very well. This will help you develop a personality and an easy to approach personality and someone that is easy to talk to about real estate. While you have them in the car, you can talk about the area, you can talk about your favorite restaurants, you can give them some tips. That's usually how I've seen this started and how I would do this personally. Now, my referral agent, Jeremy, he's doing exceptionally well. The first thing he did, he obviously asked why I was in town. I said I was there to do a little bit of business. He asked what business I was in. We started talking about real estate a little bit. We ended up talking about, I was there to look at a couple of rental properties, that kind of stuff. One thing led to another. He recommended great places to go eat. He recommended a really cool little bar that I went and hung out at while I was there. It turned out that he basically was all the information I needed about that city in one place. Be that person. So there you go, Uber and Lyft, number one, it pays you to do it. Number two, door knocking. No, door knocking's not dead. Pick a community that you know something about and then print off a list of all the community events in that area. Staple a business card to it and go door to door. Let people know that you're a local real estate agent and that you're walking around to let everyone know about some great events that are happening in the community. This will get a conversation going. Ask if you can send them information about their real estate investment, right? Use the Door Knock app. If you're a Chime user, use the Door Knock app and add notes along the way. If you're like me and you use a digital business card, that's even better. You can literally just pop your business card over to them. You're in their phone, they're in your phone. It works great. So, number 3, find an agent in your area that generates a lot of leads and offer to work them as a referral. I know, I didn't even want to put this one in there. You're like, Brett, come on, seriously? Everybody knows this one. Yeah, but it works. No, you're not going to get a full commission on these leads, but most agents are terrible at following up with their leads. Offer to follow up with their old leads for them, and if you convert any, you will pay them a 20% referral. On the ones that you convert and close, stay in front of them. Now you actually have the start of a past client database. What I see so many agents that try this, they'll do is they won't follow up with them ever again. They'll start converting those leads and they'll pay out their referral and they'll never ever again follow up with those leads again. Guys, that is a past client referral database 101 right there, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Number 4, Reddit. One of my favorites. Search for topics about real estate in your area and respond with video. Put the video on your YouTube channel and link that video to your response on Reddit. Now, make sure that each video you make has a backlink to your Chime site if you're a Chime user. Soon, you're going to have a library of videos on various real estate questions that you've answered and a bunch of links back to your site. You will start coming off as the trusted resource for real estate in your area. If you want to take this one step further, do the same thing when you see food recommends, business recommends, anything like that, any topic in your area, go run out and do a video on it and then respond with video. People will start putting the connection together that you do real estate and you'll start increasing your real estate leads that way. Facebook. Ah, yes, the old book of faces. Everybody loves the old book of faces, and you can do business there too. No, you don't need to run ads. Join local Facebook groups and be the source of information on the real estate market, just like what we were talking about with Reddit. Go make videos responding to real estate questions or questions about the area in general. Put those videos on your YouTube channel and link the video to your response on Facebook. Make sure that each video that you post onto your YouTube channel has a link back to your website, Chime site if you use Chime. And that way people can land on your IDX site where they're gonna be asked to register. Soon you're gonna have a library on various real estate questions that you've answered and a bunch of links back to your site. Now, the 5th one here actually has to do with business cards. Now, like I said, I don't use a business card. I use a digital product, and it works way better for me. Mainly because I can have a very up-to-date photo. I can have very up-to-date information. I can put all kinds of content on my business card that people get. More importantly, they end up in my phone, I end up in their phone, and it's easier to search that way. But if you do use business cards, ditch the photo. Seriously, I'm not kidding, ditch the photo. Replace your photo with a QR code that links people back to your website. Why? Because before COVID, I would have never told you to do this, but now that everybody knows how to use a QR code, now replace your photo with a QR code. People are lazy. If they pick up a business card, they're not going to type in your website. They will not do it, but they will scan a QR code. So get them to scan the QR code that'll link them to your website. Hand those business cards out to everybody. If you use a digital product like I do, man, you should be tapping that business card onto anybody that you meet. That's just how you should do it. Now, number 6, this one I have personally done quite a few times. In fact, I've done this in a lot of areas because I am what's known as a creature of habit, okay? I love food. God, I love food. But I also love drinks. Food and drinks, I love them. I have a local watering hole that I absolutely love. If you have a local watering hole or restaurant that you absolutely positively love, and when you walk into that facility, it reminds you of the TV show Cheers, that's how mine is. If you get to know all the servers and bartenders there, make sure that they know that you're in real estate. And make sure that if you use physical cards, you give them a stack of your physical cards. If they hear people talking about real estate, have them give your card out. There is a reason that I know this works. Basically, my now wife used to do this for me when she was a waitress. She was a waitress at like 4 different places, I think, and she would hand my business cards out like they were going out of style. Because one of the places she worked was a winery, and where do tourists come? Wineries. When they're thinking about moving to an area, they want to see all the local restaurants. Well, she would just hand my business cards out like mad until I finally hired her. So my point is, there are 6 really easy ways, right? If you want to get paid for your efforts while you're generating leads, go do the Uber and Lyft thing. If you want to do some door knocking is so free, it's not even funny. You're just trying to have conversations with people. If you want to try to just find an agent that is in your office that you are willing to work their leads and hand them a referral, go for it. If you like doing videos that you can then reuse in multiple places, Reddit and Facebook are the 2 options for that. If you just want to go out and just hand out business cards to every person that you meet, you can do that as well. That one's usually met with a little bit of, who are you? Finally, the restaurant and bar scene, that works really well too if you have a place that you go to all the time, that you frequent, that know you. Those are the places that I would start. So 6 ways you can get leads today with no money. Have a great rest of your day.